So, my talk title today is Mama's Day, Honoring the Nurturer in Us All. And my talk title is a take on the Sanskrit phrase Namaste. The Sanskrit phrase Namaste is formed from nama, meaning to bow in adoration, and the enclitic pronoun te, meaning to you. So the noun nama in turn is a derivative of the verb namate, which means she or he that bends and bows. So I say Mama's Day. Mama's Day.
I got it.
Mama's Day. The divine nurturing energy in me bows in recognition and in reverence to the divine nurturing energy in you. Mama's Day. So I'm going to be reading a poem by Pauline O'Shea. She is an author, creator, and writer of the Healing of Life blog and website, which actually came about from her own healing journey through illness. And the poem is entitled A Mother's Day for All. But she wrote a piece before that poem, just to give kind of a backstory to that, that I thought was really beautiful and worth sharing. She said that I am blessed to still have my mother with me, but I know many who do not. And I know that those too who have lost a child, or those who longed for them but never had them, both having to live with the absence in their hearts, often invisible to the outside world. And I've met people whose mums were like gold, like a warm blanket, whipping out warm dinners and fussing over them going out with wet hair in case they caught their death. Anyone remember that? Mm-hmm. And I've also met those whose mum lacked what we called motherly instinct or affection and just never seemed to connect with their children in the way that the children deserved. And then what about the stepmoms and the guardians and the aunties and the grannies that filled the gap of a mother lost to her children for some reason? How amazing are they? Or how about those who give their lives to other causes, no less serving the world's needs, nurturing much by the way of helping others? I think all of these today, and I wonder how excluded some might feel from the label Mother's Day. How sad, how lost, how much it may trigger a painful part of life, and some letting go that they may need to do at one time. So for everyone today, even those who had bad experience as well as those who had good, for those who have some sorrow comes today as well as joy, I've written a poem that I hope makes you feel included, loved, valued, and able to celebrate this day in your own way. And know that your life, regardless of being mothered or mothering in a traditional sense of, is worth so, so much today and every day. So a Mother's Day for all. For mothers here and everywhere who feel the joy or the despair of what it means to really care for offspring all stages here. For children who have mothered so, adopted, fostered, or from the womb, or nurtured by a guardian too, this day is a day to give thanks to. For those who yearn for those not here, a child not born, lost, or deceased, or mothers whose time here has ceased, know the angel love surrounds your face. For those who chose no parent call, but still do much to serve us all, know that we appreciate all you do to make life wonderful. For those who suffer memories toll of mothers not meeting their call, with responses not good or small, you're worth so much, stand righteous and tall. This day is for all creatures here, to celebrate those who appear, to help us get from birth to here. No love like that lasts eternity. So I could relate to this poem on many levels. And I'm sure that many people can. I did not have an easy journey with my biological mother. And I have a foster mother who I love. And I chose purposely not to have children. I worked for Freedom Fertility Pharmacy for several years, servicing women that were going through the fertility process. And the biggest takeaway that I got from that experience was that we are all miracles. Because for every conception, there are millions of non-conceptions. So you are one in a million. And you are a miracle. So I'm going to read a story from Solomon. It appears in Kings 1, 3:16 through 28.
Lower.
Lower?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Is that better?
Yep.
Yeah. Good. Okay. So Solomon makes a difficult decision. It says that one day 2 women came to Solomon, and one said, and one of them said, "Your Majesty, this woman and I live in the same house. Not long ago, my baby was born at home, and 3 days later, her baby was born. Nobody else was there with us. One night, when we were asleep, she rolled over on her baby, and he died. Then, while I was asleep, she got up and took my son out of my bed and put him in her bed, and then she put her dead baby next to me. In the morning when I got up to feed my son, I saw that he was dead. But then I looked at him in the light, and I knew it wasn't my son." "No," the other woman shouted. "He was your son. My baby is alive." "The dead baby is yours," the first woman yelled. "Mine is alive." And they argued back and forth in front of Solomon until finally he said, "Both of you say the live baby is yours. Somebody bring me a sword." And the sword was brought to Solomon, ordered to cut the baby in half. That way each of you can have a part of him. "Please don't hurt my son," the baby's mother screamed. "Your Majesty, I love him so very much, but give him to her. Just don't kill him." And the other woman shouted, "Go ahead, cut him in half. Then neither one of us will have a baby." And Solomon said, "Don't kill the baby." Then he pointed to the first woman. "She is his real mother. Give the baby to her." Everyone in Israel was amazed when they heard of how Solomon had made this decision, and they realized that God had given him wisdom to judge fairly. See, I read that story because a mother is not always divined by the person that gives birth to a child. We don't know in that story who the biological or real mother was, but we know who was showing up as a mother to protect a child. In the revealing word from divine motherhood is the nourishing element of divine mind or God, which spiritual ideas are brought into fruition. So we all have that ability to nourish. We all create containers. I've been watching Sky this morning nurture his puppy, right? And Linda too, and I've watched all of that. Even bringing a service together, there's that motherly nurturing energy that creates a container for us all to come together to love and support each other and be in community. So I came across a great book on Facebook. It's actually banned in some areas. It's called The Great Book of Families.
If you lift the microphone up, it might be better.
Okay, let's try that.
Yep.
So it's called The Great Big Book of Families, and I highly recommend it on so many different levels. It's got all kinds of great things in it, but I wanted to read the beginning part. It says, "Once upon a time, most families in books looked like this. One daddy, one mommy, one little boy, one little girl, one dog, and one cat." And actually, if you look at the dog, it kind of looks like Ollie. But in real life, families come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. In this book, there are a lot of families living in different ways. Perhaps one looks like yours. Lots of children live with their mommy and daddy, but lots of others live with just their daddy or just their mommy. Some live with their grandma and grandpa. Some children have 2 mummies and 2 daddies, and some are adopted and live with foster families. This is a great book because it really talks about how different people celebrate holidays and all of that. It's a fabulous book. But I wanted to bring that and share that because anyone can have that motherly energy and that motherly love, and we all have that within us to share. So, Mama's Day. The divine, that nurturing, loving energy in me, recognize it in all of you. And I came across this great article from Gloria Steinem, who is an American journalist and activist and feminist, called Mother as a Verb. And she writes, I've been thinking about Mother's Day and why I and others who are not mothers identify with this day as much as if we were. And of course, part of it is because we owe our lives and love to our own mothers. But I think there is another reason. Because even if we're not mothers, the noun, we may be the noun. Let me stop that again. Even if we are not mothers, the noun, we may be mothering the verb. Indeed, unless mothering is a verb, it is a fact but not a truth, a state but not an action. Just like our fifth unity principle. Think about it. As a noun, mother not only excludes half the human race, but it is also limited by fertility and age and intention. In some societies, motherhood is honored only in marriage or only in giving birth to sons. In some societies, a woman is encouraged to give birth to another person, but not to give birth to herself. As a noun, mother may be good or bad, willing or unwilling, on welfare or rich, worshipped or blamed, dominating or nurturing, accidental or chosen. Perhaps that's why the noun mother is so easily taken over by profanity or by war, as in Mother of All Bombs, or by war makers who honor hero mothers for birthing soldiers. But when mother is a verb, as in to mother, to be mothered, then the best of human possibilities come into our imaginations. To mother is to care about the welfare of another person as much as one's own. To mother depends on empathy and thoughtfulness, noticing and caring. To mother is the only paradigm in which the strong and the weak are perfectly matched in mutual interest. Besides, one may be forced to be a mother, but one cannot be forced to mother. So perhaps what Julia Ward Howe had in mind when she created this day in 1870, a day of opposing war and uniting for peace, was not so much about Mother's Day as a mothering day, a day that reminds us all, whether we are young or old, male or female, of the possibilities within us. So I thank Julia for evermore. We are reminded that peace is not just the absence of war, but the presence and possibility of mothering. And I know so well that there are so many in this community that are mothers, that are mothering to each other. I've seen how you mother each other. Acknowledging the trials and tribulations of life, of really showing up for one another. Even, Kathy wasn't here today. She wasn't feeling well. but she wanted to mother this community, so she dropped off a cake for us to enjoy, even though she wasn't going to be here with us.
2 cakes.
2 cakes. Because you can't just have one.
Nope.
And I know that you all know and recognize those who have been mothering in your own life. So we want to just take a moment to celebrate that energy. Celebrate those who show up as nurturing and supporting, whether they have the title of mother or not. So, Mama's Day.
Mama's Day.
I honor the loving, nurturing aspect of you in reverence and respect. Namaste. So let's take this into some meditation. This is a Mother's Day meditation adapted by Lorraine Miller of gratitudetobliss.com. So I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, imagine any stress or discomfort leaving your body. Do this for 3 more breaths, allowing each one to get you a little deeper. Now focus your attention on your heart. Even just imagine this soft, loving, pink gold bubble. Think about someone who has mothered you, either your actual mom or another person in your life who has cared for you, loved you, guided you to be the person you are now. Feel the love this person has given you, and allow that love to travel throughout your body, filling you up until you are overflowing with it. Now take a moment to send this person silent blessings. Thank this person for sharing their love with you. Imagine this person overflowing with joy because of you, whether they're here on this earth plane or beyond. Notice the circle of love created by the exchange of giving and receiving. And now we're going to increase that bubble of love and light, and extend this love to all those who mother in some way, and to all the children of the world. Know that this flow of love is a universal life force that exists within each of us, and that we're never too old to need this love. From the day that you were born, you required this love to survive. Tapping into this nurturing energy can remind you that you are loved unconditionally each and every day. Take a few more deep breaths. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. And no matter how you plan to spend this Mother's Day, with or without family, with or without the person who mothered you, know that you are loved and you are loved, and that your life matters. Mama's Day. The nurturer in me honors the nurturer in you.